Hello everyone, Randy here again, and we are playing Farming Simulator 15 on Central California on the RDAllen multiplayer server. Joined at the moment by Worker something like that. Anyway, just doing a quick cow update here before we get started. We are currently at 6,000 cows. Definitely no small number of cows, and they actually do have, at least at the moment, they got mixed rations, and they have water, and they have straw. Now, I'm guessing the straw is not going to last very long here, because if we go over to our storage for this here, I'm not sure if there's no straw in here, but there's definitely very, very little straw in here. So yes, very little straw. It might actually be empty too, I'm not sure. I'd have to drive a tipper or forage wagon of some sorts under there to know for sure, but looks like it is actually empty. Also, somebody asked, are we bringing water to the cows? Well, if you look at the screen here, yes, obviously we are bringing water. They got nearly 500,000 water. And there's our water tanker road train thingy, I guess you could call it. What do we got? 1, 2, 5... 5 water trailers. I believe it's 30,000 liters apiece. At least I'm assuming that's what these trailers are anyway. Okay, so what are we going to do this episode? Well, we're not going to feed cows. I figured I've been doing enough of that the last couple of episodes. So, looks like the mixing station is kind of full. I figured what we do this episode, we'll actually do a little farming here. And I believe we have a tractor here set up with a planter. We do. The big John Deere planter. And let's see, field 5. Oop, that's not field 5. Let's field 5. Oh dear, it's set on potatoes. Let's change that. I'm thinking we do a crop that does straw. Maybe, just wheat's good, I guess. Let's get this folded out here. Like I said before, nothing new with the planter. Planter I've used before. Or I've actually used quite a few times before on the server here. Works quite well, nice large planter. Okay, and of course we're going to get the GPS set up here. Let's the mouse, 0 the offset. 22.4, I believe it is actually 22.5. We'll maybe recalculate that here in a moment. Actually, maybe I should fill this. You know what? Let's fill this thing first. Let's see if I can find a supply pickup. Oh, look at that! Like right across from field 5. Perfect. By the way, for those of you who do not know that, yes, the the ditches on this map with the water. Yeah, nothing too. Oh crap! Oh, there we go. Nothing you can really get stuck in, as I almost got stuck in it. Yeah, you can drive right across the water on this map. Okay, folks, we're back here again, and joined by Gary this time. And let's see if we can get this thing refilled here in a moment. Oh, great. We got the fuel. Oh, come on, you silly thing. You know, I declare it matters what side you put this thing on sometimes. Make note, I said sometimes. Because I have refilled this planter from that side before. And now, of course, this time it doesn't want to. Oh, the cedar part is actually empty here, isn't it? Okay. No, I want the truck. There we go, finally. Okay, now we got everything filled up, including the fuel. And we'll turn that on. There we go, perfect. And of course, the benefit of this particular seeder is it seeds and fertilizes at the same time. Is also no-till, and that tractor is going nuts. Okay, maybe I should, we'll make one round here. Maybe I'll switch it out for the case. I think that's a case 380 or something like that sitting there. What I can do, unlock the GPS and I drive myself, and then it'll drive nice and straight. As long as you don't get any leg spikes anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's my internet connection or the server that's creating the lag spikes here. Like I said before, I know my internet has not been too good lately. It's actually been better than it was last week, at least. And I have called them, and they said they were looking into the issue, but that's about as far as I've heard what they're doing about it, so... Yep, and there we got the train going by. And as I pointed out before, yes, you can drive through the train. Just be careful about the invisible train that is sometimes either behind or in front of that train. It's definitely yielded some interesting happenings on the server here. If you happen to get caught on one of those two. Let's see, I think it was field... The field above number 2 there that does not have a number on it, I think we were foraging grass. I was picking up grass. I was turning around on the end of that field. Kind of turned around on the train tracks just a little bit there. And yeah, apparently an invisible train went by just as I got onto the tracks. It kind of T-boned me right in between the tractor and the hitch of the forage wagon. So it got me right in the middle. And let's see, I think I ended up, where was I? I think I was like between field 5 and 6 here. It put me all the way down here. Even if you have a like a really good internet connection, the articulated tractors still tend to bob and weave like that on a GPS line. I don't know why that is, just probably the articulation and GPS. So that really doesn't have much to do with your internet connection. If you have a really bad internet connection, it's going to get a whole lot worse. But and like I said, I think we'll switch out for the 380 there. That 380 should be able to pull the seeder here with no problem, I don't think. Oh, there we got a 6-trailer road train. And I always say 6 because, yes, it's only 5 trailers on there, but you essentially have 6 because the truck itself has a tipper on it as well. So, total of 6, but actually only 5 trailers. Okay, almost to the end here, and yes, we're definitely going to try switching this out just to hopefully it doesn't do that. That's just a little bit annoying. Whoa, oh. Yep. Like I said, if you get a really bad leg spike, it's going to get a whole lot worse. Oh, come on now. Let's not be doing this. It's getting ridiculous. Okay, straighten out. Oh, and I just happened to notice somebody's got auto turn on. Or did I turn that on? I don't think I did. That's typically a feature I don't use is auto turn. Just in my experience, it typically doesn't turn real well with auto turn. Okay, let's disconnect that. And let's see, there's a case 380 right over here, I guess. That is some really bright yellow straw. What is on this field anyway that's leaving that? Oh, don't think that's wheat, is it? It's showing wheat here, but I'm pretty sure that is not wheat. Let's just hop in the combine here a moment because I'm curious as to what's getting harvested here. Oh, triticale. Okay. Yeah, like I said, that is some really bright yellow straw. Okay, I'm guessing this tractor was used to pull a Krone Swadro, judging by the 19-meter width on it. Oh, this tractor might not pull this planter. Really? I find that hard to believe because I've used the in-game case 380 for it. 23.7. No, let's do... Oh, that's too far. 22.5. There we go. With no offset, please. Let's lock that on. Let's turn that on. And turn that on. Okay, so definitely pulling it, but I don't think it's pulling it as fast, so we might actually need the case quad track. But as you can see, though, it's not bobbing and weaving like the case quad track was. Anyway, let's see if we can read a couple of comments here a moment. Peter Sitma was asking, which screen recorder are you using to record this with? And that would be... Oh, he's asking about Farming Simulator 16. I'm using open source broadcast software. And I think I mentioned that in the video, too, when I recorded that one. So I simply just AirPlay Farming Simulator 16 to my computer, and then I record it with open source broadcast software. The same software I'm using to record this with. So nothing fancy there. Phil was saying the dual wheel holders have a 3-point hitch on the sides so you can move them around. I don't think those particular ones do, but I could be wrong on that. And I know what you're talking about. I have seen ones that do have the 3-point hitch. Unless I'm wrong, I don't think those particular ones did. And by the way, though, we're talking about the Sosnovka map here, by the way. For those of you not watching that series, the dual wheel holders that keep getting in the way. I did finally fix those. I got the blade and pushed them back behind somewhere. So they are out of the way now. Kevin was saying it will work on your small John Deere disc. I'm assuming he's talking about the mulcher. We'll have to give that a try. Maybe get the smaller one back again, the one that I sold. We don't want the big one on the small disc, I don't think. Kyle was saying you don't need that big of a tractor for that small of a disc. If he's talking about the big disc, yeah, you definitely need that big of a tractor for that. Interesting. The fertilizers getting a lot of overlap on that side for some reason. I'm not sure what's up with that. The Crafter's Mine on, again, this is Farming Simulator 16, says when you touch your iPad, it shouldn't interfere with your Wi-Fi signals to your router. It shouldn't, but it actually does a little bit. Technically, shouldn't be enough to notice, but in the case of what I'm doing, it probably actually is. One Best Sniper says, I'm the first one to watch, finally. Owen was saying, I also have a JCB on my farm, on Farming Simulator 16. It works great. Also, the viewers are correct about the mower. You have one of those as well. And he says, I know it's too late, but I have a pickup truck for the missions and moving things, and it runs my tipper. And he says he has the silver flagel on it, and honestly, you don't want a bigger tipper than that. Depends. If you're doing the great demands, I think you actually do want a bigger tipper, because then you can haul as much as possible. He was also saying, when I see you play, I think you have a good farm, but no. Let me start over. When I see you play, I think I have a good farm, but you have a great farm too. And who's asking, did you buy the $1 million at the start? Nope, I have not bought anything as far as coinage goes for Farming Simulator 16. For those you do not know, Farming Simulator 16, you can, I don't know if you want to really call it cheat, but you can go buy coin packs for it. I think I forget the what the coin packs are again, but for a couple bucks, you get $1 million in-game money. Grandpa's Gaming says, very cool on the drone footage. Mergerman Plays was saying, I don't need Farming Simulator. I work on a real farm with real tractors. Good for you. You know what's funny, though, folks? And I've had a couple people leave very similar comments to this. What I find funny is how many actual farmers actually play this game. I would think most farmers would be sticking with their real-life farming, but there's actually a lot of farmers, and we get a few on the multiplayer server as well, that actually play Farming Simulator. Okay, this tractor may not pull the planter quite as fast, but it pulls it a whole lot nicer, in my opinion. This is a modded case magnet, by the way, for those of you who wonder. This is not the in-game one. Obviously, it's got the dual tires on it. And not like the really weird-looking wide dual tires on it, either. Kind of like what the John Deere 9630 does on my Sosnovka series. This has the normal size dual tires, I would say. John Deere Farmer was asking, when you're on the field, is the GPS steering for you? If you're talking about right now, yes, the GPS is steering for me. It's just going in a straight line. That's all it's doing. If you're asking about when I do turns and stuff, no. Typically, I do the turns myself because I don't like how the GPS turns. It seems to not do a good job on the turns on the ends. That's at least my opinion. It was Great Farms, man. I think I mentioned this earlier. Have you guys been filling the water trough? Yes, we have. And I showed you guys the water road train we had. Darren was saying, good video. I like the trucks you got. Oh, thank you very much. Farmboy1564 says, the map will not load for me. Probably a mod conflict. Typically one of two things. Either you're missing a mod that's required, or you have a mod conflict. And in the case of this map, I don't know that there's any required mods. Well, I should rephrase that. I don't know that there's any required mods that will prevent the map from loading. There are definitely some, I would say, required mods for playing this map. And unfortunately, the mod author has decided not to include them with it. That, if you ask me, is very disappointing. Because clearly, at least clearly to me anyway, I think we are missing mods to fully utilize what this map has to offer. Okay, we're back again after Blake joins us. And quite a few joins here this episode. Oh, and it's raining. Great. Oh, well. Jordan was saying, not to be rude, but the overloader is pronounced Kins. Talking about the Kinsey overloader we have on, is Sosnovka. Yes. And, yeah, I had to correct him on that. It is not Kins, it is Kinsey. Not that I mind you folks correcting me if I mispronounce something. Which, I'm sorry to poor Mr. Your name. I'm sure I butchered that one. Oh, language Dutch. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that one before. But yeah, like I said, you know, don't have a problem with people correcting me. It's if you're gonna correct me, make sure you have it right. Don't give me a incorrect pronunciation of something. So, like I said, it's not pronounced Kins, it is pronounced Kinsey. Unless I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Kinsey. It could be it's pronounced differently in different places. That's very well possible. I'm not sure on that one. But the Kinsey overloader we have is pronounced Kinsey. Kinze. With a, you know, with the E pronounced on the end. Okay, looks like that's most of the comments for the moment. Okay, I was looking for back here. It's like, it hasn't stopped seeding, has it? Nope, I think it's just the dust that's kind of covering up the seeded texture from back there with the rain and stuff. And we do obviously want to keep an eye on it, because at some point it will run out of... I think it'll probably run out of seed first. Oh yeah, if you folks can see the glance mod there. We have, and it's 45% seed, 70% fertilizer left. So, at least in my experience, this seeder typically uses twice as much seed to fertilizer. Not quite 100% maybe, depending on, you know, the field and all that good stuff. Typically, I like to turn it off when I do my turn, so I'm not wasting my fertilizer. Because this seeder will just sit and waste fertilizer, unfortunately. I know there are a couple seeders out there that will actually shut the fertilizer portion off when you stop. This is not one of those seeders, unfortunately. Actually, I think there's an update to these seeders. I don't think this is the updated version. Maybe when we get to the next server, I might put the updated version on the server here. We also got a couple more updates, too, for the next map whenever that happens. I think we got some updated conveyor belts. Like I said, probably I think there's an updated seeder pack here. Have to look at updating some of the mods, maybe. Anyway, folks, I think we better wrap it up there. About time to wrap up the episode. So, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.